Local news affects your life. It gives you the confidence and clarity to make better decisions every day. You can support that with a digital subscription. Visit inforum.com/subscribe to take advantage of our introductory offer, just $6 for 6 months. Here's today's headlines.
Friday, Lisa and Lydia. All right, we're back on. Do you see it like blink off there for a second? All right, it is July 24th. We have your weekend forecast ahead of you. Lots of hot weather to talk about. First, want to remind you, of course, we're live on Facebook every weekday morning. We're starting a little bit later than normal here, but it stays on your feed throughout the day, so watch it whenever it works best for you, or check it out as a podcast. You can find it at inforum.com/podcast. Just look for the Inforum Minute. Really, so many weather headlines to talk about today.
Where to even begin? Starting to turn hotter and stickier today. Temps near 90 this afternoon. Bit of a muggy feel, especially later in the day. It'll be breezy out of the southwest at around 10 to 25, just kind of helping to pump in some of that heat and humidity. A lot of our severe weather ingredients are in place today, and then a little cold front. Really just a front. It's really not even colder air, but a little front works its way in, and that can trigger thunderstorms this afternoon. It's a conditional threat. There's some hotter air in place on top of us. If we can break that, then thunderstorms fire. If that stays too strong, then it's a meh storm kind of day, but we'll see what happens. Mother Nature gets to decide. If those storms do fire up, I'm thinking about a 3, 4, 5 o'clock time window for when we watch for that development up to the northwest, moving in a broken line down to the southeast. 2-inch hail, 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts, isolated tornado risk, especially early on. All of those things at play today as we watch for those thunderstorms. They should move to the southeast and wrap up by like 10, 11 o'clock tonight. So into the evening hours, but not overnight, if you know what I mean. Quiet then through the overnight. We will have to watch out for wildfire smoke to fill in behind the cold front. I think a lot of us wake up in eastern North Dakota breathing fine tomorrow, but then it really filters in throughout the day tomorrow. So getting smokier, coming down to the surface. We'll watch for air quality reductions moving in on Saturday and then lasting into Sunday. It's what I like to call a triple H weekend. Hot, hazy, humid. Temperatures up into the 90s tomorrow. We're near 90 today, into the 90s tomorrow. 100 degrees is the forecast on Sunday. With the humidity, it'll feel 103 to 108 on Sunday afternoon. So that's hot. That's cooking.
And dangerously hot.
Definitely so. Heat's the number one weather-related killer. I know a lot of people think it's like hurricanes or tornadoes or crazy weather, but it's heat, especially because a lot of us think it's fine. And then all of a sudden it's not fine. So air conditioning, shade, lots of hydration this weekend. There's another little front moving through later Sunday afternoon. We'll watch for some storms. Right now thinking mainly on the Minnesota side, but it's barely Friday. So we'll see what the atmosphere looks like as we go through the weekend. That does help to knock the humidity down by Monday. Still a warm day though, looking at low to mid 90s on Monday. Lots of 90s then as we finish up the rest of your 10-day forecast, the rest of July, and go into those first couple days of August. Heat's normal. We're just going to be stuck with it. That's the norm, I should say. A couple different thunderstorm chances, one as early as this afternoon into this evening.
All right.
That's all.
Great. Thank you. Okay, to your news headlines now. Today, a big headline, early in-person voting begins for Minnesota's August primary. This is the first year the state is offering this option. Absentee voting, of course, has already been underway since late June. With absentee voting, though, of course, your ballot is stored until election officials begin counting it. But with early in-person voting, your ballot is fed directly into the voting machine, just like on Election Day. So right on in it. The man who shot Minnesota lawmakers inside their own homes while impersonating a police officer will spend the rest of his life in prison. Of course, a huge story we've been tracking for you. A judge gave Vance Belter 2 life sentences plus 40 years. He was in the courtroom yesterday. Belter shot and killed former House Speaker Melissa Hortman, her husband Mark, and their dog Gilbert. He also shot State Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette. Hortman's family and colleagues reflected on their legacies during the sentencing hearing. They say their lives are shattered without them. A Moorhead woman who has been missing since May failed to show up for her federal plea and sentencing hearing this week. Haley Blotsky was scheduled to plead guilty and be sentenced on Thursday for her role in a fentanyl trafficking conspiracy. The 22-year-old has been missing since mid-May, when Moorhead police asked the public to help find her. Court records show Blotsky signed a plea agreement in March and was on supervised release for addiction treatment while awaiting that sentencing. This morning, Devils Lake Police are warning about a new scam targeting Walmart Spark delivery drivers. Scammers are placing small orders, like maybe a can of corn or a can of beans. When a driver accepts the order, they receive a phone call from someone claiming to be Spark support. The caller says the customer made a mistake and that the order can be returned to the store. Then the driver is given instructions on how to get reimbursed. Instead, the scammer uses an instant transfer to steal money from the driver's account. Just weeks after the grand opening of the Theodore Roosevelt Presidential Library, its founding CEO is stepping down for a new job. Edward O'Keefe has been named president and CEO of the WNET Group, parent company of New York's flagship PBS station. O'Keefe says building the library has been the honor of his career. One of the most iconic bands of all time is postponing a show in Monoman next month. The Beach Boys were scheduled to perform at Shooting Star Casino on August 21st. The band says it's taking a short break to recharge before returning to the road. And the Fargo Blues Festival gets underway today at Newman Outdoor Field in North Fargo. The two-day event features 13 acts, including three-time Grammy winner Bobby Rush. Gates open at noon today, 11 tomorrow. Organizers encourage people to bring a lawn chair or a blanket. Food, drinks, camping, and VIP options will be available. Hot Mic is coming up 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and also streaming on inform.com this morning. Today, Dom is going to be talking about the baseball trade deadline. There's just a week to go until we hit that. So the big question, will the Twins be buyers or sellers? Plus, who will NDSU's new football rival be? Wyoming is ready to step up to the plate to take that role. Hear from the Cowboys about matching up with the Bison. Hot Mic is live from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra. Remember, now's a great time to get your inform.com subscription. It's your all-access pass. All these news, weather, sports headlines. Just go to inform.com/subscribe to check out the deals. And join us for our next newscast at 11 this morning. And then we have you covered 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10 tonight. Have a great day, everyone.